Hello everybody, we're back. The boomers are back. The broads are back, I should say. We're always boomers. And I wanted to talk to you about an experience. We're always broads too, actually. I wanted to talk about an experience that I had this week which really impressed me.
Good. Talk.
And it was about volunteering. And it was a project that we were involved in, and you've heard us talk about the food truck festivals that we're planning for this summer. And we wanted to do a product. And I'll tell you about that in a moment. But you volunteer quite a bit. I mean, you give your time away. And why do you do it?
I think that is when you get to a certain age. We are all at a certain age. It's not all about making money, or hopefully you've gotten to the point where it doesn't have to be. Obviously, in this day and age, that isn't always true. But you do get to a certain age where you have a little luxury to give of your time, and you should. I think personally it's much more fulfilling than half of the things we do for money are some of these things we do for charities, for nonprofits. I serve on as many boards as I can. You have always been devoted to children and helping kids charities.
But also you talk about
to elders.
I want you to get back to that and talk about what you do, but it doesn't only have to be boomers. I mean, my daughter gives a lot of her time. She serves as the head of an organization that focuses on early childhood education for the Hispanic community, or the underserved community in Chicago.
Which is great.
Great.
I didn't do enough of that when I was
Me
younger,
neither.
and I think we were in those. Maybe it's and which is fantastic that younger people are doing it. But I think in our day we were so focused on just having enough money to pay the rent, which I'm sure they are as well now. But they seem to. I agree with you. I think the world is becoming more charitable. I mean, in our day, it was just the Peace Corps. Now you've got City Year, and you've got all these great organizations that young people can be a part of.
We call Samantha our family saint. How ironic, because she was the most challenging, but she has really, really, really devoted a lot of her time to her cause. And you, I'm sorry I interrupted you earlier.
Okay.
Your focus is seniors, the elderly.
Yeah, I always have thought that, particularly like isolated elders, which is like this demographic that nobody even knows about because they're isolated. They stay in their homes.
And they don't have much of a voice.
You never see them. You never hear from them, but they're there. And there are more and more of them. So, organizations like Meals on Wheels, which is so fantastic, and this Operation Able, which I serve on the board for, which helps older people, adults, find work, even if they're 60 or 70 years old and have to work, and many of us do. So these organizations I like to give it. I think wonderful, everybody giving to kids. It's fantastic, but I don't want to forget the other demographic, and I think people do. I think they're more apt to give to a child or a disease than they are to an elder.
I think people give to animals, they give to diseases, they give to, and I try to support anybody who's doing anything in the way of an athletic event. Like running 20 miles, running 26 miles, hand mass challenge I did once.
Yeah.
I'm not great, I can't do it myself physically, but I like to support people who do.
Great.
And the project that we did this week is for an organization called Community Servings in this area. It's a fabulous organization that not only trains young people professionally how to work in the kitchen and chef and et cetera in around food, but also delivers meals to those who can't get out, who are housebound for one reason or another. And because we're doing these food truck festivals, and we wanted to do something that involved food, community serving seemed like the natural. So what we did, or what we are doing in the process of doing, is creating a food truck calendar, a vintage food truck calendar. And what really...
Pin-up style
food truck calendar.
Well, what was your original idea?
Well, mine was the the senior citizens calendar with the hymnal strategically placed with nude, and you can tell they don't have clothes on. I love that idea, and we were trying to think of something that would also generate some PR, but the PR component of it.
So you wanted like cupcakes?
Yeah, cupcakes, strategically placed, and
would have generated a little buzz, but.
But we decided to go in a different direction, a little more conservative. And so what I started to say, and what I'd like to really pay tribute to in this show, are the many people who, within minutes of being asked, said yes and came to the table. And what an amazing... Donated their time. And we're not talking a little time. We're talking a lot of time. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars worth of time. And we're talking the photographer, Steve Sherman, the producer, who really pulled a lot of the pieces together, Michelle Doucette from M. Doucette Productions. And we're going to give credit at the end of the show to those people, but we did a lot. We did the shoot this last couple of days, and we thought you might be interested in seing how it went. It's a lot of fun behind the scenes. We have a lot of video. We thought we'd ask Mike, our crack producer, to edit it and crack producer. Okay, and share some of it with you, and also maybe inspire you. We'd also love to hear your stories. So we probably won't come back on this show, but please send us your stories of how you donate whether you donate your time, why you do. And to what, and share those with us. Okay, and in the meantime, enjoy it. I think this will. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. So why are we doing this, Lane? Why are we doing this? Lane Attridge, who's been our point person on this project, our creative director on this project. A little bit, yeah, like a lot of it. We're doing it because we wanted to do something that would help raise money at our food truck festivals for a worthy cause. And Community Servings, as everybody knows in the Massachusetts area, is a wonderful nonprofit. And unbelievably, all the people that you see behind us working and setting things up have donated their time, including the man behind this camera. And we couldn't have done it otherwise. There was no budget for it. 100% of the proceeds are going towards Community Servings, and we're proud, very proud to be a part of it, and we hope it's the beginning of a long tradition.
When I heard about the project for Community Servings, it sounded like a worthwhile organization. The project sounded like fun, and I'm always up for doing a good thing for a worthwhile group of people. It sounded like it'd be a lot of fun, and that's sort of my main thing, having fun and doing good.
Great. I think we wanted to participate in this calendar because food trucks are really a very big part of the community. Like, we're always out there every day. I work on the truck every day. We interact with all of our customers. We're just really close, and it's very important in that setting for us to be giving back.
We feel very strongly about giving back to the community. My time right now, I'm very much invested in what the Paris Creperie is doing. Beyond just selling crepes, we want to be able to be very, very well ingrained in a part of the greater Boston community and give back in any way we can. So, needless to say, it's really my pleasure to do this. I'm glad I'm here.
I got involved with the calendar for community servings because I really believe in working for the good of the community. I'm actually partnering with a nonprofit to put together a commissary, and I like to create win-win situations. So to be able to help out with something like this fits very much with my philosophy about the way to do business.
Well, we're so happy to be included in this project. Thank you for asking us. It's a benefit for community servings, and so it's a very worthy cause for us to come here and take a day and spend some time with our fellow food truckers. Always a good excuse to hang out and have some fun.
Changing my mind, the time has come. No, I can have some fun. Not sitting around.